Hey you guys, it's Bridget, Therese. Welcome to episode 6. I got it from my mama is the name of the show. This is my mama. This is Teresa Romo. And I just want to thank you for joining us today. We're going to talk about health and nutrition. And I am in Wisconsin today, so it's very, very cold. It was 5 degrees when I landed this morning. And I'm super excited to have my mom on the show today. I wanted to take this opportunity to be here. I'm with my family for my son's birthday this weekend, and I wanted to have a chance to talk to my mom about nutrition because she is where I got it from. So when I say I got it from my mama, everybody probably thought I meant my good looks, although, I mean, I'll leave you to judge that. But really, we were talking about health and wellness, and she raised all of us, all 9 kids in my family, on a very healthy nutrition plans, although it may not have been a plan. It just happened. It wasn't a plan. But I wanted to talk to her today about that, her background, and like why she raised us the way she did, why it was so important to her. And of course, I thank you for that because it has made my life much easier as I have grown into my adulthood and have been able to apply the principles she taught me about health and nutrition. So that's one of it. But like first I want to say hi, welcome, thank you for being here. She's a little shy. I told her don't worry, hardly anybody watches my shows. So if you want to share this show, what we're talking about, why don't you go ahead and share this if you think somebody will find this beneficial. We're talking about health and nutrition and a holistic way and approach at looking at health. And so TG, a good friend of mine, says hello. So hi TG, thank you for watching. But let's start with my childhood. So many of you probably see me as this person who lives in the city, maybe think I live a glamorous life or whatever. I don't know what you think, but I was raised on the farm, and I can go toe-to-toe with you on farm facts and animals and, I don't know, corn crops, stuff like that, whatever. She's like, oh, really, you can, huh? She doesn't believe me. But we were raised on the farm, and there's 9 kids in my family, so I have 5 brothers and 4 sisters, and she had them all, no twins, and she still looks amazing. So I was like, I'll have 1 kid and then see what happens. So, but we grew up on the farm. We raised rabbits. We had dogs, chickens, pigs, horses, cows. What else? Ducks. Like
a milking cow.
And a milking cow. A milking cow. Okay, so let me tell you about the milking cow. My mom, to this day, still milks a cow, 1 cow, and she makes butter from the cream and milk. She makes, what else do you make?
Yogurt, cheese, oil. I make an oil called ghee, which is a clarified butter. That's very nice oil, and it's a good oil for heat. It withstands heat very well, just like coconut oil would. So.
Okay, so we need you to speak up and say it with your chest. Okay, so that's exciting. So she makes a lot of stuff from the cow. So she milks a cow.
The milk.
The milk. Okay, from the milk. So now she's getting technical on me. So, so she milks a cow twice a day, and she makes all these things for it. So. Just a very basic level. So she didn't want to spend money on it. She didn't want the processed milk. And plus, with 9 kids, I mean, I'm surprised she doesn't have more than 1 cow. But most of them moved on at this point. But what else? Like, we raised beef.
We did raise beef. We raised pigs, chickens, ducks, and we had a big garden that Gabe, Bridget's dad, my husband, took care of and did a very nice job bringing in produce so that we could can it and hot sauce all summer, or all winter I should say. So yeah,
we lived off the land a lot, which is kind of I mean, I'm not super organic person where everything's got to be all like off the land and stuff, but like growing up like that and learning about that was a good experience. But I'll tell you a funny story. Like I don't know, I got lots of funny stories about being raised on the farm and seeing animals, but butchering chickens, that's an adventure, and there's a whole process too. We'll talk about it real quick, but like one of the things I was scarred for life at was when my mama took an axe to the chicken, chopped the head off, let the chicken go, and the chicken goes running around with its head off.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but I still eat chicken, so
remember,
something I'm gonna remember to forever. I don't know. Maybe it was like made it more lean after it ran and stuff. I don't know. We'll go with that. But we grew up eating breakfast every morning. We had our little schedule. We were also homeschooled, so there's the whole schedule went along with our nutrition and our food. And so just to give you an idea of a day, Israel just joined, so let's say hi to Israel in Mexico. And some cousins are watching, so hi Letty, and a few other people too. So thank you guys for watching. If you find this beneficial, if you think others would share from our stories, and we're about to talk about some holistic nutrition and some products, go ahead and share this with your friends. And thank you for watching. What was I going to say?
I bet you're going to say something about going out to eat.
No.
Yeah, I used
was?
to give you a cup of garlic sauce, and you guys went out to eat.
Oh, I was thinking restaurants. I'm like, we sure did not go out to eat when we were growing up. Not the 70s. So what my mom's talking about is actually eating, like literally eating off the land. So she taught us what are the edible plants?
What was edible? Yeah, like dandelion, plantain, clovers, nettles,
Not just
stinging
four-leaf
nettles.
clovers.
You know.
Okay. Let's pause on the stinging nettles for a second. Okay. Stinging nettles, they're exactly what they sound like. When you go outside and you pick them, you get a rash on your hand. So, I don't know, did we have to wear gloves?
You wore bags on your hands.
We wore bags on our hands. But then I'm like, Mama, how are we supposed to eat these? They're going to sting our bodies all the way out. But to explain what happens.
They didn't sting, and after you pick them every year, you kind of get immune to the sting. And
I never got immune.
I can pick them without getting too much stung.
She's just kind of a
pick
superstar.
them and I dry them, and we have them as a vegetable with butter and salt.
It's at
so
the end
you
of
steam them. You steam them until they're dark green. You flip them over, and it doesn't take long to cook them at all.
it ends up being like
nutritious.
spinach. So
Yeah. One of my
it's
kids'
just
favorites.
scary. Oh, which kid?
Abe for sure,
Abe?
and Bertle likes them.
likes
Everybody does. Did you?
I don't know. I just remember getting scarred from picking the spinach, so I didn't know. But that's, yeah, so garlic sauce, that's kind of a Lebanese. My mom is Lebanese. I'm half Lebanese and Hispanic. But one of the Lebanese things is garlic sauce, and it's this amazing dressing that we use on salads. Or in this case, when she says go out to eat, we put salad dressing in these little cups and go out and pick these edible plants that we learned about, like dandelion leaves, dandelion flowers. It was like dipping French fries.
Ketchup.
And ketchup. We didn't have ranch, so we made our own. But it was good. I don't know if I could still go out and do that and find all of those leaves, but
Probably could.
we probably could. We could. Let's see, what else?
I tried to do all my own home remedies. I tried to avoid doctors as much as possible. So in a total,
I'd be like dying, and she'd be like,
I'm so sorry.
No, I'm just kidding.
I think we had a total of 5 antibiotics before I learned how to completely avoid all the medical field as much as possible. So what we use for antibiotics now is a product called colloidal silver, which is a great antibiotic. As a matter of fact, the cowboys used to put a silver coin in their canteens because it killed bacteria. So it does kill anything viral, bacterial, and you can use it internally and externally. And if you go online, you'll see all kinds of scary warnings. You'll have to decipher that yourself. Yes. I am not afraid of it. It does not turn you blue. So
that's good. So what is it called again?
Colloidal silver.
Colloidal silver.
Yeah, COLLOIDAL.
Okay.
Silver.
And so this is something that you use for a lot of your home remedies. Like, give me some examples of which you use it on.
Sore throats, toothaches, cuts, any kind of a cut.
Okay.
We had a horse. It was actually Bernadette's horse. Had a cut down its foreleg, and it was the kind of horse that normally someone would put down because it would never have walked normally or run at all. She begged him to keep trying, and he kept trying. He was getting ready to sew it up, and I poured a quart of colloidal silver on that before he sewed it up, and never did anything else after that. And he thought for sure it would be infected and never be able to run, let alone walk, let alone run. And that horse never had a scar, and it never got infected, and it ran, and you could never tell it was cut. So it is a good product.
So it's good for humans and animals.
Yes, it is.
On the farm, when you're growing up on the farm, you got to be a doctor to your children, and you got to be a doctor to the animals.
Or if you're in the city and you have a dog and it doesn't seem like it's feeling good, or a cat or a bird, you can give them colloidal silver.
So I know you make your own colloidal silver, but for people who have not learned how to do that, is colloidal silver available in stores?
Yes, it is. It's available in any kind of health food store.
Alina says her mind is blown. So yeah, it's crazy all the stuff that you learn when you start investigating. But so my mom has always made an effort to kind of just constantly learn and improve and grow on the things that like she just talked about, like you started with basic vitamin C's, and I was going to tell a story about this because, like, growing up, every breakfast we'd have literally a pot this big of oatmeal that she made, And with breakfast every morning was served a pile of vitamins. And I mean a pile, like 10 vitamins. Here's your daily serving of supplements. And there was one vitamin in particular that I remember, and it was this big green one. I called it a horse pill. And let me also tell you, you were not allowed to leave the table until you were finished with your food and finished with your vitamins. I would be there till 12 p.m. refusing to take my vitamins. And one day, this is a confession, and I apologize, I'm sorry, but I took the vitamin and I pushed it out the window. And
Oh my goodness.
I didn't need it. And I felt guilty, and I probably had to pull you aside at some point in my life and say, Mama,
So
I didn't
sorry.
take my
Did you do
vitamins.
that?
To this day, I do not take vitamins.
No, that's all right. You don't
I'll
know.
drink them instead of, I cannot swallow vitamins, I get nauseous by it. But anyways, that's my vitamin story. So I'm glad we've advanced from taking piles and piles of vitamins. Like, what are some of the, what have you moved on to?
Well, instead of taking piles and piles of vitamins like I did give them guys, I used to do vitamin B12, vitamin B6.
You can show what you have.
I used to do vitamin C, and I used to do D.
You used to, so you don't do these
niacin.
anymore?
I don't. And
Okay.
when me and my daughter ran a little retreat home, and we would use tons and tons of supplements until we came across a product that is synergistically works together. So all the vitamins are in there and they all work together, whereas if we were given a magnesium, we weren't sure if magnesium worked without enough calcium or without enough vitamin D.
Yeah.
So now we have found a product called Relive, and it works beautifully
Can you
because
show it
it
to
is
us? Can you hold
it
it
is
up?
synergized, and so you can get this product from me. And the product comes with a person.
What do you mean it comes with a person? Is he cute?
Comes
Just
with
kidding.
a person to help you walk through it, because
like
a lot
a
of people
coach.
are not. This is nutrition, complete nutrition, and when you give your body what it needs, it will begin to repair things. There have been a lot of amazing stories, people coming off of a few days to live, or just anything from your candida in the toe to cancer. A lot of people have used these products very successfully. And that's what we use now. We don't do all the juggling with all the supplements. So I'm
You
so
don't?
sorry that you had all those big vitamins
She's
to
learning
try to
so
swallow.
though, so that's okay.
No, we keep advancing. What we
Yeah.
learn, then we pass along. So the
Right.
colloidal silver is an excellent antibiotic, antibacterial, antiviral, and then this is a complete nutrition, which we're really relieved to have found because we're not scientists, but this was scientifically formulated, so it is an effective nutritional supplement, and there are specific other supplements in the Relive line for specific issues. So
Okay. So colloidal silver we talked about kind of as a, you still use that for like the remedies for healing, for whenever you get sick, sore throats, colds, cuts, repairing horses and animals, all of it. I have some at my house that you gave me, and I know Aaron was sick one time and you had me give it to him too, so I have some at his house, I have some at mine. And then the Relive, which is a product that is not available in stores, but people can get through you. So
Yeah,
I did post a link up on top of the description if you guys are interested in learning anything more about these products, or you want the links or to know where you can get them. Go ahead and fill that out, and I'll send you an email later this week with some information from my mama. So what else? What should we talk about? We talked about supplements. We talked about vitamins and how it's advanced. You're just so pretty.
what are all those things?
Those are likes. Those are likes and hearts. And actually, that's Bernadette trying to make us laugh. It's working. So, let's talk. Let's see. Nutrition. So, I remember health and like eating very organic. Like when we went to the grocery store, my mom would go find the manager of the produce department and be like, "I need me 3 cases of these apples that are on sale." So most people go in, you buy 4 apples, and that's it. But my mom would buy the case of whatever was on sale. She always always made time to grab the big cases of stuff. Well, you had to. There was 9 kids and 9 of us eating. So I have 1 kid and I paid for my own grocery bill, and I don't know how you guys did it. I have such mad respect for my parents now that I'm on my own financially and trying to eat healthy because it gets expensive. So tell us about like what you obviously had to buy in bulk. Did that help save money? Or did you just have to?
It did help save money, but it would also just save me trips to the grocery store. But I will say this: God has been very faithful in providing and multiplying food. Remember when Gabe was laid off, we would still have company after company after company, and we all still ate together.
Yes.
And God has been very faithful.
We
That
could
way,
make an amazing meal out of
whatever we could
loaves and
find.
fishes, like literally.
Yeah, yeah.
And there was always people at our house. There was always there was always food on the table. Like, I don't ever remember going hungry.
No.
Not once.
And I did try to, we used a lot of Lebanese cooking, and I learned how to do Mexican cooking.
Yes.
After I served Gabe his first meal without a tortilla, I just kind of learned after that he doesn't use a fork. He had to have tortillas, which was kind of a shocking lesson for me.
That's funny.
Yeah.
So tortillas, no forks, but they're corn tortillas. They're not the processed flour tortillas. No. They're the good ones.
El Milagro. No preservatives. Amarillos.
Like she says, I don't even know. But I might have to ask those to be in my meal plan. They sound amazing. But let me just check our time here, make sure we're not blabbing. If y'all have any questions for my mom about home remedies, or like if you have any basic things you want fixed. She's not a doctor. Let me just disclaim that. She's put that disclaimer out. But she does have a lot of knowledge of health and wellness as far as avoiding the traditional medical route and finding alternatives to those things. So one of the things we were talking about this when we were preparing for the show was one of the things that kind of pushed her to do that was, and I'll just use my example since, it happened to me, but getting shots was one of the things that doctors prescribe and push a lot, and I personally had a bad reaction to it, and some of my brothers did, and I guess you could say there's a history in our family for people having bad reactions to the vaccinations, traditional medicine. And so that kind of pushed my mom to find alternatives alongside the eating healthy, alongside, just trying to live a healthy lifestyle, but like not depending on doctors and not depending on just a pill that's prescribed to cover up the pain, because nothing necessarily fixes it. But so that was kind of where it started, and then it just progressed. We were talking about how it evolved and how it was at a very basic level. It was vitamin C when we started, and then maybe you want to share a little bit about how it evolved and kind of...
Well, as I learned, I would add more and more vitamins, and that explains the pile that Bridget's talking about. If she were here now, it would just be a drink, which is much more absorbable. But if you give your body the right conditions, it will heal itself. If you give it water, there's three main ingredients that the body needs to survive. It's oxygen, hydration, and nutrition. Mm-hmm. And that's what I've learned how to incorporate for my family and for people who've come to the retreat home that me and my daughter had run. And that's the conditions that the body needs to heal itself, and it will. So
tell me again what they are.
Hydration. Which is we use a Kangen water machine, which microclusters the water so that water gets into your cells in a few minutes as opposed to 4 hours. They use it in hospitals in Japan, and I also sell those machines. I'm not doing a sales pitch or anything, but you can get a machine from me if you want the best water machine.
So back up. I need to buy lots of stuff from my mama after the show. What is the water machine?
It's a Kangen water machine put out by eNagic.
Okay. And what does it do?
It microclusters the water. It makes molecules much smaller so that they can be pushed into the cells, which makes things like water-soluble supplements much more effective because those products are also getting into the cells quicker too.
Okay.
So you don't want to take medication with this kind of water because it will do the same thing with medication. So they do not recommend taking medication with this water. You can take it 45 minutes after. You can drink the water 45 minutes after. But it is a medical grade device that they use in Japan, endorsed by 6,500 doctors over there.
Wow. So hydration is one, and water that absorbs faster. Mm-hmm. Is that a way to break it down? Mm-hmm. And then what was the second thing you said?
It's also electrically charged and microclustered in, and it'll alkalize your body. Disease does not like an alkalized body. Most people are acidic, and that's why a lot of people can't lose weight because people are estrogen dominant, and the fat kind of tends to hide inside of that estrogen. Okay. So it breaks down the estrogen and helps your body become more alkaline. And the oxygen, we use oxygen therapies like the aerobic exerciser, which is put out by Sun Ancon, HTE. I also sell that, but like I said, Bridget just asked me. I run a health retreat.
Yeah, so she runs a health retreat. So she has all these products that she's learned about and implemented.
And I have available. So in my advice, in my opinion, I think everybody should have their own home clinic because then you have access to your own good water and your own far infrared or aerobic exercise, which is called the Chi Machine by HTE, designed by a doctor to have the right height and the right speed. So
Okay. And what was the third thing?
nutrition.
Nutrition.
So oxygen, hydration, nutrition, and your body will heal itself given the right conditions. So that's what we endeavor to do.
Wow. That's perfect. So I think this was fun. Did you have fun?
I did have fun.
Did you see all the hearts and the likes
I'm
go
trying
across?
not to look at myself.
You're not? You're so cute, though. Everyone's saying how great your mom looks.
Oh, thank you.
So thank you. Say
Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching.
Thank
Indeed.
you for having me.
You're welcome. This is fun. She's like, what? She had a lot of questions, but it was fun. Any last things you want to say? Any words of wisdom to me?
To you?
Sure.
Your favorite verse, trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will direct your paths.
And what is my Flash Bible verse?
To,
Jeremiah 29.
For I know the plans that I have for you.
No. For you shall seek me.
You shall seek me and find me when you search for me with all your heart. That's the last part of that verse.
Oh, I get both?
I pray that over you all the time, every night.
Perfect.
The whole verse.
Okay, thank you. That's why I've turned out just fantastic. Nutrition, hydration, oxygen, and prayers.
Yes.
Those are the key ingredients from Mama Romo.
Prayer comes first.
Prayer comes first, then hydration, then your oxygen and nutrition. If we don't ever even need to have another show, you can just play this one again, and you'll have everything you need to be healthy, both physically and spiritually. So I want to say a huge thank you to everybody who's watched. I appreciate all the love that you've shown me and my mama today. Thank you for being on my show.
Thank you for asking.
Thank you. You're very welcome. I'm glad it worked out. Next week, we will talk about, I don't know, maybe exercise again. Maybe we'll do a level 2 exercise. We got a live audience giving us an applause. Thank you. Thank you, Dad. Next week, we'll be back here, same time, same place, Thursday at 7 p.m. Thanks again to everybody for watching. And if you found this valuable, go ahead and like and share it. If you're interested in learning more about any of the products, go ahead and click the link above, and I will be sure to send you my mom's collection of wisdom and tools that she uses every day to be healthy. So thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you. God bless.